Good morning, students. The same chapter is there, internal trade. It is a lengthy chapter, so it will take a lot of time to be completed. But we should discuss some of the important topics related to it. As we are discussing about the internal trade, which is taking place within a geographical location of a country, and the person who is going to start this type of business has to perform all type of activities within the geographical locations of a country, and he has to utilize the domestic currency to perform all type of business activities under the internal trade. So internal trade generally take place within a country, so we have to discuss that how the product will be reached to the customer. We have to follow the particular procedure, particular phenomena, through that the product will be transferred from manufacturer to customer. Generally there are different ways are utilized by the different companies to create the availability of its product in the market, and in many of countries direct channel is preferred, but in many countries indirect channel are utilized by the companies to create the availability of their product in the market. As we know that product is manufactured at a particular place, but the demand of the product is taking place everywhere, so it is a responsibility of the management to provide the product at the hand of the customer whenever the customer is demanded. Then only the business will be successful, then only the customer get the satisfaction, and the business can run for a long period of time. If the manufacturer is not able to create the availability of product at the required place, then ultimately the customer can be shifted from this product to another product. That is why these channels we have to discuss, through that the product will be reached to the customer, through that the customer can easily get the product whatever he demanded to satisfy his need. So we should discuss some of the channels over here, and these channels are very important, in which the first one is direct channel. Direct channel is a type of channel which is utilized by that particular product, particular companies. Those are already producing the highly expensive product. If they introduce intermediaries in between the manufacturer and customer, then ultimately the cost of the product will increase. So it is quite difficult for the customer to purchase the highly expensive product from the market. That is why some of the companies are using the direct channel, in which they directly sell the product from manufacturer to customer, in which the company can appoint the salesman who try to reach at the home of the customer, houses of the customer, and sell out the product to them, in which the direct communication will take place between seller and the customer, and in which the customer represent his demand, and also the seller try to satisfy the demand of the customer by providing them satisfactory answers related to the query made by the customer. So these type of zero level channel are utilizing by the Eureka Forbes. Eureka Forbes is a world leading company in direct selling, because they are selling the product at the home of the customer. They are providing a home delivery facilities also, and they are installing the product at the home of the customer and houses of the customer, so that the customer gets satisfaction by utilizing that particular product. That is why direct channel is utilizing by Eureka Forbes also. After that, indirect channel. In indirect channel we should discuss about one level channel, two level network, and three level network. One level network is also present, two level, three level. So indirect channel are those channel in which many intermediaries take place in the distribution network, in which manufacturer can produce the product, and it is quite difficult to sell out the product to the customer, so that the company has to appoint different intermediaries in the way of distribution. Then only product will be reached to the customer. That is why we should discuss about these things. In the first one level network, only retailer comes between manufacturer and customer. As you see over here, in one level network, retailer will come between manufacturer and customer. So we can say retailer create the link between manufacturer and customer, and also the profit margin which is availed by the retailer is comparatively high, and so that the automobile sector are generally using the one way level network, in which they directly purchase the product from manufacturer and try to sell it to the customer. That is why it comes under the one way network, one level network, and all the automobile companies like Maruti Suzuki, like Hyundai, like Tata Motors, all the companies, all the automobile companies are using the one level network, in which the companies are appointing the retailers and opening the retail outlets to sell out their product to the customer, in which generally they provide the franchises to the people to sell out their product. The another one is two level network. It is very important because it want to cover a wide level of people and large quantity, large population, so that the FMCG companies are generally using the two level network, in which the manufacturer sell out the product to the wholesaler further sell it to the retailer, and after that at last the customer will get the product. So generally two level network is used by that particular company or product which have maximum number of customers in the market, like FMCG product, fast moving consumer goods. These are the goods which are daily needed by the customer, like bread, toothpaste, sugar, tea. These products will comes under the FMCG, and these type of things will comes under the two level network, because a large quantity, large number of people want to purchase the product which comes under the two level network. And the last one is three level network, in which agent comes between manufacturer sell out the product to agent sell it to the wholesaler sell it to the retailer, and after that the customer will get the product. So it is a lengthy channel, because generally the manufacturer appoint agent in a state. One agent will be there in a state, and agent can appoint the different wholesaler in the different cities, and wholesaler appoint the retailers in the different localities of a particular city, so that the customer can purchase the product. And it is an example, and we can take the example of chemicals and Classmate notebooks under it. So these are the different channels of distribution can utilize by the company to sell out the product in the market. Just take out the screenshot of it, because it is a very important topic, but I think it is present in the other different books, so you should take the screenshot of it. Okay students, this is all about the levels of distribution. Again I am telling you people, distribution is an important task which is performed by the businessman to sell out his product at the different parts of the country, because customers are living at the different parts, whereas the product is manufactured or produced at a particular place. So it is a responsibility of the businessman to create the availability of its product at the different parts of the country, so that these different channels are utilized by the company to create the availability. Sometimes the company can use zero level or direct channel of distribution, whereas sometimes the company is using the indirect channel to create the availability of its product in the market, because in India customers are price sensitive. So whenever the company is trying to employ more intermediaries in the distribution network, then ultimately the customer will be shifted from one product to another product. They always search the inexpensive products in the market. So it is a responsibility of the businessman to create the availability of its product at the possible minimum prices, so that the customer can easily afford the product and to purchase the product directly from the market to satisfy their need. So students, it is all about the distribution network. If you have any problem related to this topic, you may ask your queries on my personal number, and I will give you some of the questions related to this topic. You should try to solve the question and send it on the business studies group. And if you have any query, you may ask, or you should watch the video again and again. And if you are able to solve the question, then only I will award you some of the marks in the business studies paper also. So you should watch the video carefully or ask your queries on my personal number. So it's enough for today. Have a nice day.